From October 2024 to February 2025, Jupiter will be retrograde in Gemini, marking a significant time for introspection and healing. When a planet like Jupiter, known for its expansive and optimistic energy, enters a retrograde phase, it invites us to turn inward. What was once moving quickly may begin to slow down, giving space for deeper reflection on what truly matters. Those familiar with astrology understand the weight of a retrograde, especially in a sign like Gemini, which governs communication and exchange of ideas. This means both internal and external conversations could take on a more profound tone, possibly revealing hidden issues that have been overlooked. This period is ideal for anyone looking to realign their goals. Picture yourself navigating a vast astral sea. For months, the wind was at your back, propelling you forward, but now Jupiter asks you to reconsider your direction. It's not about abandoning the ship but rather adjusting the sails. Often, the goals we set while Jupiter is direct may feel distant or out of reach during its retrograde. However, this slowdown offers the chance to correct past mistakes, revisit plans, and most importantly, realign with what truly makes sense for your personal journey. As 2024 shifts into 2025, this phase serves as a bridge between what was and what's yet to come. What can you do during this time? It might be wise to revisit old ideas, explore knowledge you've set aside, or invest more in self-discovery. Books on philosophy, spirituality, and communication could be great resources as they help you better understand this energy in action. And if you're wondering how Jupiter retrograde in Gemini impacts your zodiac sign directly, the answer lies in the unique dynamics of your birth chart and how the Sun and Moon interact with this cosmic energy. Jupiter retrograde in Gemini is a golden opportunity to refine communication and self-expression. During this time, conversations both with others and with oneself take on a new level of importance. Often we go through life expressing only the surface of what we feel or think, but this retrograde pushes for something deeper. It invites individuals to articulate their internal challenges more clearly, bringing hidden emotions to light. This period is less about persuading others and more about understanding your own voice, which can be an incredibly empowering experience. For those struggling to express themselves, Jupiter retrograde can feel like a cosmic nudge to break free from old patterns of communication. If you've been holding back in conversations, especially around personal growth or emotional struggles, this is the time to reconsider. You might find it helpful to journal your thoughts or engage in deeper conversations with trusted friends. The retrograde encourages a re-evaluation of how effectively you're communicating your desires, fears, and goals. Is your communication truly aligned with your inner truth? This is a key question that surfaces under this influence. As Jupiter hovers in Gemini, there's a natural focus on intellectual growth. It's not just about what's said but also how it's said. This can be a great time to practice active listening, ensuring that not only are you expressing yourself clearly, but you're also open to understanding others. Misunderstandings may arise, but they can serve as lessons to improve how you convey your thoughts. In the process, you might discover more about yourself than you expected, leading to a stronger sense of personal identity as you prepare for the next phase. When Jupiter moves into Gemini during its retrograde, there's a sense of expansion slowing down. Normally, Jupiter is all about growth, but in Gemini, it feels somewhat restricted. Imagine trying to run forward while being pulled back. It's frustrating, isn't it? That's the energy many people may experience during this time. Previously set goals may seem harder to reach, creating a sense of stagnation. However, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes, the universe slows us down for a reason, offering the chance to reflect on whether our goals still align with who we are today. For those who are ambitious, this period can feel particularly challenging. You may have had high hopes for rapid progress, only to find yourself questioning why things aren't moving as fast as you'd like. The key here is patience. Rather than pushing harder against the cosmic energy, consider stepping back and re-evaluating your approach. Are the actions you're taking still in line with your bigger vision? Jupiter in Gemini may be debilitated, but it's offering a lesson in adaptability. This period encourages a shift in focus. Maybe it's not about doing more but about doing things differently. One practical way to navigate this energy is by reassessing your long-term plans. Maybe that business idea you've been working on needs a different strategy, or perhaps your personal growth has been focused on the wrong areas. Take this time to tweak and fine-tune instead of bulldozing ahead. Think of it as a recalibration period, where you can adjust your trajectory to ensure smoother sailing once Jupiter goes direct again. It's not about giving up on your dreams. It's about making sure they are still worth pursuing. Jupiter retrograde in Gemini brings an incredible opportunity to integrate past experiences into the present moment. Often we rush through life, accumulating lessons but rarely taking the time to process them fully. During this phase, the cosmos offers a chance to pause, reflect, and truly digest the wisdom gained from past challenges and triumphs. Have you ever had a situation where something you learned long ago suddenly makes perfect sense? That's the kind of aha moment this retrograde can inspire, helping to reshape your personal narrative. If there are experiences or memories that you've been avoiding or haven't fully processed, now is the time to face them. This could be a great period to reflect on past decisions, relationships, or career moves. Ask yourself, what have these experiences taught me? And how can I use that knowledge moving forward? It's like a cosmic review session, where the universe is encouraging you to embrace the lessons from your past instead of simply moving on from them. Writing down key moments and lessons can help, as putting things into words often solidifies understanding. What's powerful about this retrograde is how it encourages you to not only learn from the past but also communicate those lessons. Whether through conversations, creative work, or even social media, sharing your insights can lead to deeper connections with others. It's also a time when your communication skills will benefit from that wisdom. When you can clearly articulate what you've learned, you position yourself as someone who's not just surviving but thriving through growth. And just like that, the groundwork is laid for the next phase of your journey, one where you're not weighed down by the past but propelled forward by it. During Jupiter's retrograde in Gemini, there's a tendency for people to overextend themselves, clinging to outdated systems or ways of thinking. It's almost like running on a treadmill, pouring in effort without truly getting anywhere. You might feel compelled to push harder at work, in relationships, or in personal projects, but this phase serves as a reminder. Working smarter, not harder, is the key. Overexertion could lead to burnout if you're not mindful, so it's essential to take a step back and reassess your approach. Sometimes less really is more. Many people have the habit of sticking to routines simply because they're familiar, even when those routines no longer serve them. During this retrograde, the universe nudges you to question whether the systems you're using are truly effective. For example, if you're still following the same workout routine or project management style, now might be the time to explore more efficient methods. It's not about doing more. It's about streamlining. This period encourages the exploration of smarter strategies, like automating tasks or seeking mentorship to avoid unnecessary effort. A practical way to avoid overexertion during this time is to focus on balance. Instead of putting all your energy into one area of life, distribute it wisely. If you're feeling overwhelmed at work, for instance, maybe it's time to delegate more or incorporate stress relief practices like meditation or even short walks in nature. Think of this period as a cosmic reminder to conserve your energy for the things that truly matter, and let go of what's draining you unnecessarily. This shift from quantity to quality will make a world of difference as you navigate the rest of this retrograde. As Jupiter retrogrades in Gemini, the focus shifts from the material world to the mental and psychological realms. This is a time when external successes or failures matter less, and internal processes take center stage. You might find yourself diving deeper into your thoughts, emotions, and belief systems, questioning what really drives your ambitions. Have you ever noticed how a single shift in mindset can change your entire reality? That's the kind of transformation this period encourages. The cosmos is signaling that it's time to prioritize mental clarity over physical achievements. It's easy to get caught up in the race for material success, money, status, possessions, but during this retrograde, those things may seem less fulfilling or even elusive. Instead, the universe is encouraging you to focus on your psychological well-being. Are you chasing something external to fill an internal void? It's a good time to reflect on these questions and possibly seek practices that nurture your mind and spirit, like meditation, journaling, or reading books that elevate your consciousness. Rather than worrying about what you're achieving on the outside, it's about ensuring you're growing on the inside. One thing to be cautious of during this time is miscommunication, particularly in how we represent truths to others. Jupiter's retrograde energy, combined with Gemini's dual nature, can sometimes lead to exaggeration or confusion. It's crucial to stay mindful of how you're interpreting and sharing information. Avoid getting swept up in gossip or half-truths, and instead focus on clear, authentic communication. This focus on mental over material energy helps ensure that when you do speak or act, it comes from a place of inner truth rather than external pressure. Gemini, with its dual nature, brings an interesting dynamic during Jupiter's retrograde. This is a time when truths may blur, and what once seemed crystal clear can suddenly feel like shifting sand. You might find yourself questioning everything: your beliefs, your relationships, even your sense of direction. It's not uncommon to experience moments of mental fog, where clarity feels just out of reach. But here's the thing: this confusion isn't a setback. It's actually an opportunity to develop discernment. Instead of accepting things at face value, this retrograde encourages you to dig deeper, to investigate and look beyond the surface. For example, you may encounter situations where people around you, or even you yourself, unintentionally misrepresent facts. Maybe someone exaggerates their successes or downplays their struggles. Or perhaps you misinterpret a conversation or a situation. The key is to stay grounded and avoid jumping to conclusions. Take time to think before reacting and try to see the bigger picture. This is a time for careful analysis, especially in communication. If you feel unsure about something, don't be afraid to ask for clarification. It's better to address misunderstandings early on than to let them snowball. The dual nature of Gemini also highlights the importance of adaptability. You might notice conflicting energies pulling you in different directions, and this can create inner tension. Instead of resisting, embrace the versatility of Gemini's energy. This retrograde is a cosmic nudge to learn how to balance contrasting forces within yourself. Whether it's balancing work and rest, logic and intuition, or communication and silence. When you can master the art of adapting to these dualities, you'll navigate this period with much more ease, transforming what seems like confusion into clarity. During this Jupiter retrograde in Gemini, there's a strong emphasis on subtlety in communication. You may find that straightforwardness isn't always the best approach. In fact, this period invites you to explore the power of understatement. Sometimes the most profound messages come not from grand speeches but from quiet, thoughtful interactions. It's like the difference between shouting and whispering. Whispers can often carry more weight because they demand attention. By choosing your words carefully and expressing yourself with intention, you can create deeper connections with others. Consider how you can apply this principle in your daily interactions. Instead of trying to persuade someone with a long-winded argument, try to present your ideas succinctly. Maybe you want to express a desire for change in your workplace. Rather than drafting a lengthy proposal, a brief yet impactful conversation could resonate more. This method not only fosters a sense of openness but also allows for a more genuine exchange of ideas. Remember, it's not always about what you say but how you say it. Furthermore, embracing subtlety also means listening more than speaking. As the universe nudges you toward introspection during this retrograde, you might realize that silence can be incredibly powerful. By giving space for others to express themselves, you're not only fostering an environment of understanding but also gaining insights into their perspectives. It's like reading between the lines of a book. You discover hidden gems that may otherwise go unnoticed. So don't hesitate to embrace the quiet moments. In these spaces, profound wisdom often emerges, allowing you to navigate this period with greater clarity and purpose. As Jupiter retrogrades through Gemini, there's a significant caution against overexertion. The energy during this period might tempt individuals to push harder, cling to outdated systems, or take on too much. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that more effort equals more results, especially when the planets are stirring up ambitions and aspirations. However, this retrograde urges a different approach, one that prioritizes efficiency and balance over sheer force. Instead of burning the candle at both ends, consider how you can work smarter, not harder. For instance, if you're juggling multiple projects or responsibilities, take a step back and assess what truly requires your attention. Are there tasks that can be delegated or streamlined? This is a fantastic time to embrace productivity tools or techniques. Perhaps try the Pomodoro technique, working in focused bursts followed by short breaks, to prevent burnout. By recognizing your limits and establishing boundaries, you'll not only protect your energy but also enhance your overall output. Moreover, this caution against overexertion invites self-reflection. It's about evaluating your commitments and deciding which align with your long-term goals. If you find yourself clinging to outdated habits or relationships that no longer serve you, this period can be a gentle reminder to let go. It's not about eliminating everything but rather about creating space for new opportunities that resonate with your evolving self. Embracing this philosophy can transform feelings of frustration into empowerment, allowing you to navigate challenges with grace and resilience. During Jupiter's retrograde in Gemini, there's a unique opportunity for individuals to integrate past experiences and communicate the lessons learned. This period encourages introspection and reflection, creating a fertile ground for redefining personal narratives. As the planets shift, one might find themselves revisiting past decisions, relationships, or events that have shaped their journey. It's almost as if the universe is whispering, "Hey, it's time to acknowledge and embrace what you've learned." This can be an enlightening process, one that not only offers closure but also empowers you to move forward with clarity. To make the most of this energy, consider journaling about your past experiences. Writing can be a powerful tool for reflection. What were the pivotal moments that shaped who you are today? Perhaps it was a challenging job that taught you resilience or a friendship that opened your eyes to new perspectives. By articulating these experiences, you not only gain insight but also pave the way for personal growth. Sharing your stories with others can further deepen this integration. It might even inspire someone else to reflect on their own journey, creating a beautiful ripple effect. Moreover, don't underestimate the value of communication during this time. Conversations with trusted friends or mentors can lead to profound realizations. Engaging in discussions about your experiences not only helps in processing them but can also provide new angles to consider. As you share your journey, remember that every lesson learned adds depth to your personal narrative. It's about weaving together the fabric of your life experiences, which can empower you to craft a future that aligns with your true self. This introspective journey can help you release old patterns and step confidently into the next chapter of your life. As we navigate the retrograde of Jupiter in Gemini, it's essential to take the lessons learned and apply them to your everyday life. This period is not merely about introspection. It's an invitation to actively engage with your thoughts, relationships, and aspirations. What patterns are you ready to break free from? What truths have you discovered about yourself that need to be shared or transformed? Consider taking small steps to integrate this newfound awareness. Whether it's journaling your thoughts, engaging in meaningful conversations, or simply pausing to reflect before responding, every action can lead to significant change. How can you use this retrograde to reshape your narrative and create a more authentic life? Embrace this cosmic reset as a chance to realign with your true self and manifest the future you desire. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications. Stay tuned for more astrological wisdom that can guide you through life's challenges. Together, let's unlock the secrets of the universe and harness its power to transform our realities.